Read.
Verse number 12. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
And he says, I will destroy them with the earth. And guess what, brothers and sisters? I said years ago, I'm like, you know what? And we talked about it in a lesson, the hour of temptation. Before stuff shut down and all this, and then we mentioned that hour of temptation or the last years, we have to get ourselves right with the Most High. And if we begin to fall into our former sins without repenting, guess what? Our minds will be seared in that evil to a degree in which it's reprobate, to a degree where you don't know that you're actually doing wrong anymore. And that's a bad place to be when you think you're right and your light is darkness. In that hour of temptation, you got to choose right, because once you choose wrong, that may be your path up until the time all of us behold that light. I'm going to tell you, that's what happened during the time of Noah. You think people that was walking during Noah's time didn't know that some of the things they were doing wasn't right? You think they didn't have a conscience sometimes and regretted some of their actions? Of course, they started thinking on things, but guess what? They didn't get it together. They didn't make a conscious choice to say, from this day forward, the old man will die, and I will become that new person who Christ will look at, or the Most High will see in this time of trouble, in this time of perversion and wickedness. I'm going to do enough where I stand out from the rest, like Noah did. Even if I don't have some great works and all this, I have power to be right in my house and dictate the path for my children as the example. I have that power. Because don't forget, folks, Noah was just a man with one family. It was him, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives who made it onto the ark, and through that all life that we see came from that. So don't say that you need some great grandiose thing to happen. No. It's what you do to make your family Noah's family. It starts in the home. He'll save one family and do what? Make a multitude, make many nations. He only need one family. So don't think you have to do all this great stuff. He says, no, just start at your home. If you're a man, you be that Noah. If you're the wife, you be that wife that's a helpmeet to that Noah. Build that ark, which is your home first. And that extends to all of us. Your home with my home with that home, guess what? We have an ark of safety together. See? Come on.
If I can mention as well, during this time, it was just about the basic principles. Worshiping the Most High, how to worship the Most High, prayer, kindness, charity. It was those basic principles that the fathers followed in their reverence of the Most High that allowed the Most High to use them and call them. So as you're mentioning, they didn't have to have all of this big, great, information and all these different things. They just followed and dealt with the basics.
Exactly. Dealing with the basics and living a righteous life. And when it came a choice between making a choice, like for instance, I can only pray for people that's in the healthcare field or other fields. But I know the righteous wouldn't look at this and say, you know what? If it came a choice where I have to administer something that's going to kill my people, and now I become an accomplice. Because what I'm doing is even worse than Bill Gates. Bill Gates is talking about it. I'm doing it. I'm his facilitator. It's one thing a guy be in the face of something. It's another person on the ground actually executing the mind of a maniacal madman. So that makes you even worse. Because he can talk all he wants, but he's not running around injecting anyone with anything. So it's up to us to look at it and say, well, okay,